Hello, hello, hello. How are you? And welcome to Bemis Crafty Corner. Today, I have this one for you. We're going with candy bars this year. I know, right? So we have this little box. Now, here's the thing. You could put a little piece of ribbon on this if you want to, or, some baker's twine. It just depends on the paper. But for this one, I didn't put anything on there. I just left it just the way it is. And I just added a little sentiment and a little Christmas ball, and that's it. But you can do anything that you want. I'm going to show you how to do this one. And here's the thing. This holds a Twix bar. So you can make a whole bunch of these and then fill them with your Twix bars and bring them to work and hand them out to everybody. Inexpensive, but really super cute. So I'm going to get out with the supplies for this, and I'll be right back. All right, so a lot of supplies for this one, but if you do it in stages, it's okay. All right, so this destroys 6x6 paper pads. So if you have some holiday ones, or even if you're watching this outside a holiday and you want to work through a pad, this is going to smash that pad. So I've got some holiday pads here. We're going to use some of that. Let me just put it to the side, out of the way. I'm going to be using like some baker's twine today. You can use ribbon, lace, whatever it is you want to use. I have a very small sentiment here that says Season's Greetings, and a permanent ink pad. I have my scissors, a pokey tool. I do have scoring tools. I'm going to be using my scoreboard. I have some scraps of white paper for my sentiments. And then I have, some little decorations that I think might work. So we have those. And you're going to need a paper trimmer. I'm going to get everything out of the way. I'll be back. We're going to, you don't even need a paper trimmer on this one. 6x6 pad is all you need. I'll be right back. So we are going to pick paper. Now this is double-sided, okay? You do not need to use double-sided. You can use single-side paper here, but I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. I think we're going to use that side. And let's do a bow bunny. So this is Yuletide Carol collection. Let's see. Ooh, that one's good. Use that one. All right, so we're going to make a couple of these, all right? Now, this is the only time you might need a paper trimmer. And that is if you have one of these that has that piece at the top. 6. That's it. All right, so we're going to be scoring first. Let me go ahead and get started on that. So we're going to put our first piece in. Now, if you have directional paper like this, you want to make sure this is going to be the way that it folds, okay? So this is your first one. You're going to go to 1/2 inch. And then you're going to go at 5.5 inches. Then you're going to turn. You're going to go at 1/2 inch. Then you're going to go at 2 3/4, 3 1/4, 5 1/2. Okay? So we're going to do that one more time. This one does not have direction, so it doesn't really matter. 1/2 inch over here, 1/2 inch over here. Turn it either direction, 1/2 inch. Two 3/4, 3 1/4, 5 1/2. Directions are going to be, all your cut lines and everything will be in the description. I'm going to get this out of the way. I'll be back. We're going to fold, get started, adhesive. Be right back. Okay, so we're going to fold all of our score lines, and we're going to burnish them. Now, these are kind of thin. Some of these are kind of thin, so it could be a little bit tricky. If you need to, just put your ruler there and go ahead and fold it on the ruler. Okay, so we have 4 lines going in one direction, and then we have 2 lines going in the other direction. Okay, I'm going to very quickly do this. This is the hill. You can see where it's kind of puffed out. this side is the valley, so we want to fold into our hills like this. Now, if you look, you're going to notice that you have 3 little squares on each side. We are going to, on the side that has all the little boxes, we're going to cut up and we're going to wedge both sides of the little box. Okay? So we're going to cut up, and then from the little box out, we're going to do a little bit of wedge. I'm going to show this to you up close so you can see it, so you understand what I'm saying. So right here on these little pieces, you're going to take out the very smallest little wedge. So cut a straight line and then wedge. Okay? We're going to do that on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And while I'm doing that, you do yours, and then we'll come back and we'll do the rest because I got 2 to do. So I'll be right back. All right. So we've cut all of our little nips and tucks and everything, and we got it all ready to go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn this into a box. So you can use tape. If you have tape, you can use liquid adhesive if you want to. You can use these little dots if you have them. We're going to use some adhesive on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of adhesive on these little flaps. And the little flaps, we're just going to stand this up, and this is going to connect to the side. And we want to make sure that it's nice and squared up. So you want to make sure that the edges come together nicely. And then we're going to do the same thing with this one and this one. We're going to put them in here. So just a drop of glue on each. We're going to stand it up, put it together. Okay, and then we're going to do the last one on the far end. Now, why do they have to wedge that out? You have to wedge that out because it kind of gives a little bit of wiggle room in there. So I'm going to let this one dry. I'm going to go ahead and put the dots on this one. Just in case you're using dots. You never know. You just don't know. Some people like the little sticky dots, you know? There. If you have big sticky dots, you could use big sticky dots, I suppose. Sticky dot. Ooh, put that one on the wrong side. Let's go on the outside. We're going to get a new sticky dot. I rolled that one up too far. Sticky. Okay. That on there, and that on there. And then the same thing at the top. Get that, and we're going to pull out this dot. Put it on there. This one, take the paper off. And one here. Put that on there. This side over here on there. All right, so we're gonna let this dry. I'll be back in just a minute. We're gonna do a little decorating. I'll be right back. All right, so these are dried, and so there's a couple of things that you can do with them. One, we could tie them up like a package. And to do that, you want to start on the front, about midway down your twine. You go to the back, bring it in, spin it, bring it up to the front, and tie a bow. You can tie this bow anywhere you want this bow to be, okay? And then we're just going to trim off the ends. Tie a bow, trim off the ends. Pretty easy. And then I have, you know, these little stickers that are, these ones are from Paper Studio. I'm going to take the top off so I can actually get in here because the other side is, well, it survived the fire. Let's see. We'll just put this one on here. It just says Rejoice, and we'll just put that on there. And it's cute. Just a cute little box, you know. For this one, let's do something a little bit different, okay? Let's grab yeah, this will work. Let me grab some of this. Hold on 1 second. All right. So this is just, you know, glitter paper, and I'm going to use my trimmer. I want this to be about 3/4 of an inch. There we go. And this one, I'm just going to put it on the box, and I'm just going to finger wrap it, okay? There's no candy bar in here, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. I'm just going to finger wrap that. Let's get the trimmer out of the way. And we'll go ahead and glue that just to where we've wrapped it with our finger. You know, it doesn't have to be overly tight. A little bit of glue. Bring this part over. One over the other. We're going to let that set up. And glue together. It may take it a minute. This is glitter paper. It's a pain in the butt to do this with. But it's what I had. So I'm just holding this and I'm letting it set up. And then, let's see, what else do we have? Aha, here we go. So we have a scrap of that glitter, and we have a scrap of white cardstock someplace. I know I do. Here it is. All right. And so for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stamp. And you guys know I don't like to stamp on a hard surface. So I've got some foam here. Put this up there. This is just my little stamp that says Season's Greetings. So I'm just going to put this on and stamp it. Not my best stamp. Let's try that again. Much better. All right. And then I'm going to use my trimmer to actually take this out. You can do it, you know, by hand if you want to. And then once I have it kind of measured, I'm going to go ahead and measure it. And it is, we're going to go about 1 1/4 by just about 3/4. So I'm just going to take this. We're going to go 1 1/4. Just about 3/4 of an inch. This will fit on there nicely. I'm going to use a foam dot on this, just because it will adhere a little bit better than glue. It'll be quicker. So I'm going to grab a dot, put it on the back. You can ink this if you want to. No need, but you can if you want to. And then I'm going to set it on the center of here. And this is going to go on here. So let me just grab tape. This makes life easy. This goes on here like a little buckle. And you can do it this way or that way, however you want to do it. This is going to go around like this, so I'm going to do it right here. And then I'm going to pick up my box, put my candy bar inside of it, and slide on my belly band. Yes, we have belly bands in this kind of paper crafting too. Slide it over. And there it is. Now, if I want to dress this up a little bit, of course, I can add some more stuff to it, some little snowflakes, whatever. But that's it. Basic little box. Cute, cute, cute. Holds a Twix. Does. I don't know where mine is. Buggy's here. I think he ran off with it to eat it. I think he did. I think he walked off with my Twix bar. Here it is. So there's our little candy bars. That's it, guys. That's all I have for you today. I hope that this helps you make, a little something that you can take and, give out to the people that you work with and, that you care about, and make somebody's day. That's it. That's all I have for you today. Of course, all of the measurements are going to be in the description box below. If you have any questions, you can put those in the comments and I will happily get back to you. Until the next time, if you are new, hit the button and subscribe. Why not? You're not got none to lose. Check out the more section in the description below. It's going to give you everything you need to know to cyber stalk me. It's fantastic. Until the next time, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.